up your news hood and we'll top off that good news oil. And with me at the desk, my trusty co-pilot, Ross Mathews.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
Glug, glug, glug. And I am honored to introduce incredible actors, writers, comedians, and together they host the mega hit podcast, Bitch Sesh. Please welcome the ones, the onlys, Casey Wilson and Danielle Schneider.
Yeah.
You and I, over the last few years, have made friends.
Yes.
I was lucky enough to have you and June come on early in the show. Then Casey came back on the show, and I got to do her makeup, which was really fun. I got right in your face.
I know. I need you today. I mean, you know, you made me look, there I am, gorgeous.
Yeah, that's us being intimate girls.
Cute. And bonding.
Yep. And we geeked out about the Netflix series called You, because we were obviously somehow drawn to Penn Badgley and his obsessive behavior and kind of wondering why there weren't men obsessing about us the same way.
No, why is no one putting me in a basement and trying to kill me? It's so unacceptable. But we had such a blast together, and then I went back to my podcast, I have to tell this story, to kind of tell Danielle all about what had happened here and meeting you. And we did have a little bit of a mix-up.
We had a Three's Company classic.
Yeah, mix-em-upsies.
And we had talked about, I said that you told Danielle that I loved, well, how do we put it?
You said,
well, you know what? Here, actually, look at this. It'll help.
This is what happened.
I had the good fortune of doing Drew Barrymore, but I had so much fun. We both discussed our love of you and Penn Badgley.
Oh, I thought for just a second, Casey. Oh, God, this is so embarrassing. When you said we both discussed our love of you, I thought Drew Barrymore knew who I was and loved me. And
Unfortunately, I meant the #1 show on Netflix.
oh, it wasn't you. It was the show You.
So Danielle thought Casey said that we were talking about you, Danielle, and that we loved you, Danielle.
Yeah.
And it was a you, not you mix-up, and Danielle was crying.
I was crying because Drew is such an icon to me, and I feel like we've grown up together. And so to hear she loved me, I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, oh God, this is so embarrassing because she doesn't know who I am.
Oh, well, it was so hard, but you then reached out because you said, I have to make it up to Danielle, and I myself felt terribly. Again, she was in full-blown explosive tears, both thinking that you loved her and then finding out you did not actually know her.
I'm not well.
Yeah, and so it was so upsetting, and so you came and surprised us.
Yeah, on your Bitch Sesh, like, amazing,
live show.
And I came in.
Dressing me, and I'm crying again.
You love Drew so much. And our podcast is about the Real Housewives, and you showed up in a Meredith Marks chain link face mask.
As one does.
As one does.
Yes, and it was such a huge moment for me, and I was so excited, and I was like, oh my God, I now know Drew loves me. Not you, but me.
Yeah.
And also,